Hello aviators, VRF Simmer here. Welcome back to another leg in this United Virtual Airlines line flying. Today we're flying between Kahului on the Hawaiian island of Maui down to Hilo on the Big Island. Short little hop, a little bit of weather in the area today, but overall not a bad evening for some flying. Let's go ahead and hop inside the aircraft. You can see the trucks are making their way here. We'll be ready to go here in just a second. And the airplane just came in from Honolulu, so it's already partially prepared. Just do a few quick checks here, make sure everything looks good on our end. So starting off, already have power established on the aircraft. We'll go ahead and get the ADRs firing up here. And typically you wait for this on-bat light to go off with each of these. Every turn the next one on. Making sure that DC power source with the battery is able to power the ADR's system. And cruise pilot oxygen is already on. We already have the nav light on and the wing light on. And let's just do a quick check here of the oxygen's at 1,150. Engine oil is above 17 quarts, and also the hydraulic quantity is very clean. So looking good there, and messages left over. Video's already on. And let's go ahead and get the FMS ready. So we're going from Kahului to Hilo, Hotel Tango Oscar, and our flight number is going to be 7844 this evening. Let's get that loaded in. We'll get the IRS started with its alignment, and we'll go ahead and pull up our ATIS here at Maui. Let's listen into that, and we'll get everything plugged in.
Airport beacon is not rotating. Runway 2, windsock out of service. All departing aircraft contact tower 118.7 for push and taxi. Advise on initial contact, give information November. Now tower information November 05540 Zulu, wind 19013, stability 10, dew cloud 4800, temperature 21, dew point 16, altimeter 29er, heat 2. RNAV GPS runway 20 and visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 20 and 2 tree. Airmet Sierra, Airmet Tango, Airmet Zulu ballot. More information contact on the Lulu radio. Notice to airmen, airport beacon is not rotating. Runway 2 windsock out of service. All departing aircraft contact tower.
Alright, so there we go, we have information November now in at Kahului. So 2982 is set. We'll be planning a departure off of runway 20 today.
1005, fly heading up 290 vector to Honolulu.
Let's go ahead and load in our flight route. So I am on VATSIM right now. VATSIM is the Hawaii area is uncontrolled. No controllers are on right now, so we'll squawk VFR at 1200. Our filed altitude, let's see, on the Anohi 2, the top altitude is 7,000 feet. That's our departure we're flying, so I'm just going to go ahead and set that in. So you have it here on our tablet. So top altitude 7,000 is 782. Let's go ahead and program our FMS, get that ready to go. So cost index is at 60. So we plan to cruise at 17,000 feet. So that's in. We'll load up the wind and flight plan. So we're planning runway 20 according to the ATIS, and it'll be the Anohi 2 departure. And filed out to the Barbie transition, and then down in Hilo we'll be planning VOR
Number 60
8.
Victor Papa, the Hilo
VOR Alpha
altimeter
to runway 8.
2986, contacted
And
Hilo approach
the
190.7.
approach transition is going to be Paris. So let's double check this, make sure everything looks good. Alright, so when we leave Kahului on the Anohi 2 departure off runway 20, climb heading 204 to 2100, then climbing left turn to 2100, I'm sorry, 2100, then climbing right turn to 7000 to Anohi via heading 115 and the Kahului 085 radial. So, well, we don't have our map up yet. We'll have to look at that here in just a bit. There we go.
Southwest 1268 for converging traffic.
So basically, we take off, we go to 2100 feet, then make a right turn, I'm sorry, a left turn. Back to the IVR, and then Anohi and Barbie. And then after Barbie, it's direct to Paris, so clear this discontinuity. And we're showing the VR Alpha at that point into Hilo. So Paris, Arbor, Prask, and the Hilo VOR. Now has this going in to runway 8.
Delta 483, ready to contact Drake, clear direct to Battle.
Interesting. And the missed out to views. So all matches, we're showing 120 as the total distance here in the FMS. Flight plan was showing 140. So that matches close enough. Looks pretty good. And let's check our radio RadNav page. In it B, we'll pull up the Toliss menu, which gives us our, put these side by side, will give us our performance values. So zero fuel weight we're showing is 120.2. Oops, let me try this again. 120.2, and zero fuel weight CG 27.6. So we got that in. Block fuel's at 12,000. Oops. Block fuel is at 12,300. And takeoff weight is showing 132.1. We were planned at 131 or 132.
Southwest 595,
So
turn
it's
15
right on,
degrees west
right on
sector for
track.
converging traffic.
Progress page looks good. Performance page, V1's going to be 134. PR 136. V2 138. Flaps at 1. Flex temp 66. And trim's going to be up 0.4. So we'll get that set before we take off.
Southwest 595, roger.
Going to CGL looks good here.
Southwest
So we'll close
1268, cross
this
the bullet
menu.
point board check out above 8,000. Could
And our
ILS
secondary
217,
flight
Kona
plan.
Airport, raise current.
Oops, we need to delete that secondary flight plan from the previous leg.
Uniform pop-up
And we'll get this new one loaded here. Just going to allow us to get back around to the airport if we need to,
1268, read back
for
correct.
whatever reason. Flight number is 7844. And
Transit 5290 heading free vector. Contact 87 approach now. 118.3. Hill altimeter 2985.
we're going to be at 3,000 feet. Have to go Miss Coast Index, I'll put that at 60 again. Load up the wind. Let's come back to secondary flight plan. Taking off runway 20.
Okay, I had an aircraft call, but I didn't hear who it was. Say again.
And be the RNAV to
VAC
20.
948 Alpha
Come
Mike,
back
gate
around.
staff departure. Radar contact 7 miles to the northwest of Kona Vortex. Leaving 6,000, you can
Okay, we
deviate
get
left
the
or right as you need to.
performance, and that's not going to matter as much, but we will get the current weather here at Kahului so that we can land.
Number 450 Foxtrot Juliet, ACF Center, squawk 3641, and stay your altitude.
Because the Toliss, this Toliss A319, it can cause a failure to occur randomly. They're pretty good.
And there is 450
System
Foxtrot
to
Juliet,
keep
I'm
you
on
on your
another transmitter
toes.
receiver. I didn't catch a read. Verify 3641 squawk,
So
and
looks like
verify
we're
your
all
altitude
set
level
there.
40.
Let's go ahead and go through the captain's flows now. So we'll start here at the top and make our way down. We check the CVR. It's not modeled. The test is not modeled in this.
Last gate 07, ready to contact, board, clear,
Make our way over here. I'll go ahead and start the APU.
Alaska 807.
And we'll get the seatbelt sign armed.
Thank you.
So good. Pressurization's at auto. Let's check that. Should any elevation of 40 feet. That is
and clear to
accurate for
Honolulu, direct
Hilo.
to Julie 5 arrival.
It looks good here. Already did the battery check on the previous leg today. We'll turn on the fuel pumps. Already checked the engine and APU systems along with the cargo smoke, which is not modeled in the Toliss. And then we will get everything set up here.
Yeah, Southwest 595, I still got your company traffic. Right now your company is at your 1 o'clock, 16 miles, flight level 210 descending. I can stop you above them and I can send you more direct, but you're going to be kind of high to land. It's up to you.
Speed brakes retracted.
Let's just stick with the plan then.
Pressures are normal.
Southwest 595, Roger. Your company is descending,
Let's
so
go ahead and do a quick
you can expect more direct reference time.
departure briefing.
Juliet,
Rolling here.
Southwest
Center 119.3.
company traffic, 2 o'clock, 12 miles, flight level 210 descending.
So this is United 7844 Kahului to Hilo. Crew names look correct. The current weather here at Kahului, winds of 190 at 13, 2982 on the meters. VMC conditions will be taken off on runway 20. In Hilo, forecast is calling for, well, currently that's showing winds 340 at 10 miles, VO2, scatter 4, scatter 15, I'm sorry, that's Honolulu. Hilo winds are 170 at 5, 10 miles, VO2 11, 086, and forecast is calling for winds at 240 at 8, 6 miles showers for Scandinavia, and few at 3,000. Honolulu is our alternate. Forecast is calling for winds 310 at 8, plus 6 miles showers vicinities, few at 2,000. So it's a good alternate this evening.
Soft stream 450 Foxtrot
No
Juliet
notable to really affect us
Center,
here
direct
at
Juliet and the Juliet 5 arrival,
Kahului
cross Juliet and maintain
this
14,000.
evening
Call in
for
298 guys.
Hilo. RNAV visual runway 8, procedure not authorized, that we're not using that. And taxi limit east to runway 3 until we're climbing during heavy rains. So we'll keep that in mind if it does start to rain a lot over there. For our taxi out here in Kahului, let's pull our plate here.
2 miles to the northwest
So we'll
of
get a
Kona
pushback,
Vortex.
push straight back, and then it'll be a right turn
and leaving
onto Alpha.
4,000 fly heading up 350.
We'll cross runway 23 when we're clear. And we'll take off all the way down to
traffic,
runway
2 o'clock, 9 miles
20.
northwestbound. That's the beach medevac, 9,000 climbing.
We'll have the continuous ignition on due to the kind of gusty winds in the area here. And if you have to reject the takeoff below 80 knots, for a variety of reasons. Above 80 knots, it's only going to be for a fire, or if there's a structural failure of the aircraft that would prevent us
Medevac
from
948 Alpha Mike
safely
traffic,
flying.
6 o'clock, 5 miles, turning northbound. That's a heavy Boeing 777.
4-hour,
Be climbing 1,000 feet below you.
Takeoff speeds will be planning in flaps 1. V1's 134, VR 136, V2 138. Won't be making it up the transition altitude of level 180 today, level off at 17,000. And for our clearance, we're squawking 1200, up to 7,000 initially on the Anohi 2 departure. Last obstacle is at 10,117 feet, that's Haleakala. And departing off runway 20, let's pull up our FMS to check this out. It's a climb on a heading of 204 to 2100 feet, then climbing a right turn. Then climbing a left turn to 7,000 to Anohi via direct the Kahului VOR and the 085 radial. So let's double check that again on here. It all matches, and then it's out to Anohi and Barbie.
American 230, climb maintain 1,000, 11,000.
Speed limit. It's gonna be pretty quick flight, and then I'm planning the VR Alpha to runway circle around to land runway 8, and we're looking at Paris, Arbor, and we got to be at or above 3,000 at Arbor, and then Prask at or above 1,800, and on the mist, climb left turn to 3,000, outbound on the Hilo 079 radial, there it's showing that, to views and hold.
American
And we'll
230,
check that on the
reaching
way
1,000, clear direct Eber.
FMS showing a distance of 121, and the release is showing
Eric has
planned
their frequency
distance
is
of
131.905, 131.905. Okay, I'm able to reach them and get them to come back here and let them know.
Sending.
And departure frequency will be on 122.8 unless we get
Southwest 82,
some
the
VATSIM
correction
controllers
is maintained
online
level
in the near
280.
future. Anything else to add? If not, let's go ahead and do the before start check. Departure briefing is complete. FMC's radios program set, verified. ADIRS nav aligned. Hydraulic system set.
230, that traffic
Fuel
factor.
fuel
Clear
panel,
direct
6
Eber
pumps
now,
on.
and you can climb and maintain.
Across view closed.
82,
flight level
contact center 119.3. Have a
Is
day.
12,380 pounds.
American 230 negative. Your
Cleared,
requested altitude,
cross-checked,
flight level
cabin signs on.
370.
Hydraulic quantity normal, oil quantity normal, oxygen check complete, auto brakes RTO after pushback, altimeters 282 set, parking brake is set,
Southwest
pressure
1282
normal,
access center. Clear direct Stocky, then the Julie
cruise
5
weight
arrival.
of
Cross Stocky at and maintain 14,000. Altimeter 2985.
1,000
Red Stocky,
or
cross Stocky,
132,100 is
1282.
checked. Airspeed bugs. V1 134 VR, 136 VR, RV2 138 set. Engine master switches off. Trim 0, 0, and we'll be planning up 0.4 for the after pushback. Doors are closed. Let's go ahead and close the cockpit door now. Get that locked now that we got everybody on board.
Stall 23063 access center. Maintain VFR till advised. Squawk 365 string.
American 6, clear direct cockpit.
Nav
Stall 23063.
and beacon lights
you can
on.
expect to cross Juliet
Cabin
8000.
preparation complete. ACARS. Double check that the ACARS is initialized. They do have an ACARS used at United Virtual Airlines, which is really nice. We'll keep track of everything for you, but yep, it is showing good.
To the northwest of Lanai vortex.
Before start check is complete.
Southwest 3063, you're cleared to the Honolulu
Let's go
Airport
ahead
via direct
and
Julie,
get
Julie
our
5
pushback
arrival,
crew out
cross
here.
Juliet, maintain 8000. Call altimeter 2985.
And we'll get to rolling.
230, candidate
Ground to cockpit. Flight acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Frequency.
Ground to cockpit. TOW is driving up.
Roger, thank you. Okay. So we're just waiting on the tow driver to get in here. Let's make sure all the external items are disconnected from the aircraft here. External power, the low pressure air, it's all disconnected now. So we should be ready to go here any minute now. Jet bridge is pulled back. And here comes the tow tug.
Alright, 238, and clear Hilo.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Roger.
No first report.
Contact on tower 120.3, X-ray still current.
Exit 455, 8 to the box 3645.
And we'll go ahead and announce our, let's get the anti-skid off. Nozzle steering off.
TOW connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, brakes release, clear to push straight back.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Kahului, traffic, United 7844, pushing back gate 27. Kahului, any traffic in the area, please advise. Kahului. Alright, we're going to start number 1 and then 2 for the United VA FOM.
American 102, ready service terminated. Your main engine presence squawk still fast. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
And then 2. EGT, flow, light up.
American 6, ready service terminated. Main engine presence squawk still fastest. Frequency change approved. Have a good day. Traffic 902 Tango still record across the flight above 2031.
Good start 2. And 2. Low pressure.
Gulfstream 450, Foxtrot Juliet, beginning 400. Cross,
light up.
Juliet 140. Operation complete. Set parking brake.
450, Foxtrot Juliet, Roger.
Accept, pressure normal.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Roger.
Altitude 3063, home altimeter
Clear this neck, clarify settings to the right push.
Dip approach on 118.3.
Alright, good start.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Roger, thank you. We'll go ahead and get our trim set here, 0.4 up. And get our, well, we'll wait till we get the salute and then we'll turn on the nozzle steering skid. Get the RTO auto brake set. Oh, there he is. Okay, thank you for the great push. Let's get nozzle steering on, RTO set. Let's get the lights off there. Laps 1. And park and brake off, here we go. Check our brakes. Very good, here we go.
Section 455, we're going to contact overboard, have a reroute on your copy.
Kahului, traffic United 7844, taxi runway 20 Vero Alpha. Kahului.
Direct. Mike, Kilo, Victor 7219. Maintain level 410.
I'll do a flight control check once we get here onto Alpha.
Ship 455, read that correct, sir.
Here we go. Full forward, neutral, full aft, neutral, full left, neutral, full right, neutral, check. And everything looks good. Flight control check.
Okay, there's a descent Alpha 380 and then cause discussion Alpha 280, please for traffic. Affirmative, sir. Descend Alpha 380 and then cause discussion down to Alpha 280 for traffic.
The radar on.
Okay, there's a rebound. All correct.
Yeah, I'll get the TCAS all set up. TARA. So quick takeoff briefing. We're initially going up to 7,000, squawk at 1200, and it'll be via the Nohi 2 departure, which has us climbing to 204, heading to 2100, then climbing left turn to 7,000 to a Nohi, direct the Maui VOR, then on out to Nohi and Barbie. It's all set, verified. Be a standard abort. Let me make a quick announcement here. Clear left, clear right, clear to cross. Kahului, traffic United 7844, crossing runway 23 on Alpha. Kahului. Strobes on there. Strobes on when we're crossing a runway. Just a good practice. Alright, let's go ahead and do our before takeoff check now as we're getting to the other side of the runway here. Alright, flaps. 1 SEF indicating green light, detent. Control check complete, FCU, manage speed, nav, engine anti-ice off, engine mode selector will go to ignition, trims, weight, speeds, check set, FMC's radio is programmed, set for departure, EJIPWIS radar, it's terrain on the left, radar on the right, thrust, flex, 86.6, takeoff configuration is normal. ACAM status check is, make sure it's complete. And cabin notification complete, transfer TRI, take a moment of green and landing strobe lights on 44,
Okay,
takeoff check, 120 on the side.
30 miles northeast of board after board.
Kahului traffic United 7844, taking off runway 20 via the no heat to departure.
Whiskey,
Kahului International. Final looks clear. Check the runway when we line up here.
Okay, 05, that's for the R9 runway 20.
Runway is clear. 20 is on the pavement. You would not want to make the mistake of going over runway 23. It is a much shorter runway. And you're heading straight at the mountains. We're heading 204 when we line up. That's verified. I have controls, and here we go. To stick forward a little bit to 90 knots.
Southwest 1282, contact center 100.3.
And flex SRS. Auto throttle is armed. 90 knots.
The 43, 124.12.
The 43, 124.1.
Rotate.
The 43, cross down to 985
across sample at 10,000, 10,000, the 43.
43.
That's right. You're up. Set climb thrust. Climb thrust set. Minus 2,100 feet. Begin our left turn back around toward Maui VOR. Continue to accelerate. I'm going to hand fly here for this first part of the departure. And flaps up. Takeoff check. Landing gear up, flaps up, engine AIS off, ECAM memo checked. After takeoff check complete. And autopilot on. And we'll go ahead and set it at 17,000. Actually, we'll level up at 7 because a lot of times they might have some arrivals coming in here. They'll probably land at 2-0 tonight. Let's do a quick flyby of the exterior. Here we go. And we are out of Maui. Alright, here's our turn over Maui VOR, leveling off 7,000 feet. And we'll climb up to 17,000 here in just a minute.
November 450 Foxtrot Juliet, navigation to approach 1.3.
And you can see it's pretty turbulent. bounced around a decent amount here. That's going up to 7,000
Medevac
now.
948 Alpha Mike, thank you.
17 set, here we go.
The 43 Mach station between you and Battle will be stopped on
42, roger.
Over there off the right side of the aircraft.
Finish up with 1282. Update 05, cross west to pass 4,000, Kahului altimeter 10 range.
Great, 10,000 feet, it's good flight times to those.
1282, deviation up to 20 miles, approximately 20 degrees. Right, of course, is approved. Be advised, you will need to go to Saki before entering Honolulu Earth. Back over to
So I know he's just off the coast from the Hana airport. We can see it out.
Yep.
And when we level off,
American
230,
230, contact center
we'll go ahead
126.6.
and get our landing weather data all set up. And ready to go.
Velocity 07, contact center 119.3.
And you can see here on the nav display, we're going to level off at cruise altitude just a little past Kahului.
230 verify level 3.
And it's going to be a pretty short turnaround.
2555,
20 nautical miles.
Continue pressing
Time
top
to
until
set.
your weather approved. Yes, stop.
Okay, when clearly weather during Saki 1, back
And if I get up, I might just going to maintain 8,000, Honolulu altimeter 2985. Back 9 afraid off the Mike East, and maintain 8,000, Honolulu altimeter 2985. Say again. With direct Saki. Over 72, clear direct Saki, just going to maintain 14,000. Mike 541, you check in.
Selector 455, going to contract maintain level 20.
Another quick flyby here.
Discretion, fly level 2
And leveling off now, 16 or 17.
Roger, just going to
Out.
maintain 12,000, 1 altimeter 2987, information X-ray.
Got a 12,000.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull up the weather.
Afraid off the Mike HTS Center.
Hilo. It's 2 minutes old. Winds 2005. 10 miles, clear. 22 and 18. Temperature dew point 284. We'll go ahead and set that in.
1509, cross Babu, 10,000, level altimeter 2985.
And let's pull all this up.
09 reads that
Let's
also.
go 29er. Let's go
Second
for
455, but you do have the weather for
temperature 22. Winds 2005.
Line 555, do not exceed 290.
And the MBA for the VORDME Alpha is, let's pull that up over here. for us, it'll be 840. We were class Charlie. It's a circle to land, and yeah, per our op specs, actually, on the circle to land, we're class Delta, so that'd be 1320. And that requires a ceiling of 1282, so 1300 foot ceiling. We're showing that it's clear there right now. 10 miles visibility, we need 3 miles, so we're perfectly legal. It's pretty much just going to turn to a visual to 8 pretty much the whole way in. So we should be good to go.
Southwest 1282 to center maintain 10,000.
And approach speed's going to be 35.
60 to 70 miles, so 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monitor the precipitation.
Let's go ahead and break the approach. So it is the Hilo International 10th July 2013 HGVRD in the Alpha. VR is 16.9, that is already in the nav. You can see there. And final approach course of 145. Nebraska, we should be at 1,800 feet. So the MDA is going to be 1320 for us today. Yeah, we still only have the visibility. And airport elevation is 38 feet. Still that's looking good over here. Yep, auto 110, it'll depressurize by the time we're on the ground.
Medevac 9 for 8 Alpha 1 KCF.
MSA 1500 to the west. I'm sorry, 15,000 to the west.
So 43 out of 350, we just started picking up, I guess, intermittent light turbulence
Mauna
here.
Kea up to 13,000 feet off the right side of the plane.
Approach.
Brief that here just a second, but legs are going to be Paris.
Aircraft inbound into Harbor United 15, light turbulence for the
Brass.
pressure to level of 360.
And then the OR. We can go ahead and put 7,800.
1 2 mile long, your bases unknown, advise if you need to deviate.
Light turbulence to level of 360.
Climb 541. Moderate to extreme precipitation, 10 to 2 o'clock, begin in 47 miles, and that extends for another 30 miles.
And the missed approach.
How long you would flight left 5 to deviate?
So we've got 3,000 up to Harbor and then down to 1,800 to Brass. Looks like the descent profile with the autopilot is going to keep us well within that.
Climb 557.
Missed approach is a climb and left turn to 3,000.
555. I have an aircraft
Hilo VOR.
at your 10 o'clock and 13 miles northwest.
More than likely what we're going to end up doing is just left back around.
I'm unable to reach that aircraft right now. You're going to have to remain at 14,000
is VMC conditions
and expect more
miles,
from
like I
next
said,
level.
in the ATIS. Pattern altitude down there is 1,600 feet, so let's have
And
visual.
I'm afraid of the GPS center radio
feet in there, and more than likely be a modified left base into the runway 8. If we land, yeah, right hand turn off, echo straight into the Alright, let's go ahead and do a approach descent checklist. Approach briefing complete. FMC's radios program set for approach. ECAM status check is complete. EJIPWA's radar, terrain left, radar on the right.
Traffic 3 o'clock and 9 miles westbound, going 717 at 14,000.
Temperature tax at 18, so we don't need that ANTA sun in these clouds. Airspeed. And full flaps. We approach the targets at 135 this evening. MDA is set at 1320. Auto brakes are set at altimeter 2984 set. And landing lights on. Approach descent check complete.
.557.
It's rain now.
Looks like on your phone, you should be able to turn towards Julie in about 20 miles. It says eyes 20 miles.
10 degrees, right? Back to show weather.
Climb 557, climbing.
Basically, weather about 10 to 12 minutes ahead of you, and there appears to be some moderate speed to the northeast of the Kahului vortex. It's advising when any direction of the vortex.
The gap on my radar in about 30 miles. And then with the gap with the southwest of 250 and for another 20 miles before it's completely clear. One to the north and then deviate to the south around the second one. My 541. Right. You will, I thank you.
There's Mauna Kea off the right side of the aircraft.
Sector 45, can you get ahead of 215? They got it. Sector 455, meeting my frequency 124.1 please. 124.1, Sector 455.
Take 557. Consider Julie. Circulating flying back.
Alright, so at Arbor we want to be at 3,000 feet. And right now, about 18 miles from Arbor, we have 6,000 feet to lose, so we're right on track for a 3-degree glide path. There, you can take the altitude to lose times 3, that'll give you how many miles out you need to start your descent. And you just multiply your ground speed times 5 to get how many feet per minute you need to descent. I'll probably Airbus budget does a great job of calculating it.
Will do, thank you for me.
It's never a bad idea to just try to back it up mentally on your own. Make sure what the computer's doing makes sense.
Airport 55, can you head up 225 heading to
225, function 45.
Yeah, we're just going to leave the engine mode and ignition for the remainder of this approach.
Function 45, heading 60, clear of all weather.
45, thank you.
Alright, so we're just inside 10 miles. It's Arbor, we still have 4,000 feet to lose, so I think we're going to be fine. Let's see what the FMS is. So it's planning across Arbor at 4,450, which that's
541, you're advised to deviate left or right as necessary, and just keep me advised of your deviations when able to clear back 13. Okay, roger that. We're going to deviate south course in probably just a couple seconds. Thanks.
Sector 455, how's your ride?
Good smooth, 455.
The 483, how's your ride? Good evening, sir.
It's smooth.
I have the airport in sight.
Okay, 05, how's your ride?
Anyway, 541 deviate south. 541.
The 43, thanks for the follow report on that approach. 18.3, long clear to 985.
95, 83, Delta 4, 83, 0.
announce our intentions on CTAP 12828. Alright, here we go. Hilo International traffic, United 7844, 20 miles to the northwest, inbound to land runway 8. Any traffic in the area, please advise Hilo International. Alright, so we're crossing the harbor now, so we're past 2,890 is being planned by the FMS. And I have runway 8 in sight, so we'll probably just plan to kind of follow the shoreline in here, and it'll be a modified. We'll really be able to enter that left base for runway 8. Make sure we give ourselves plenty of room.
541, turning back direct Julie. 541, roger. Do not exceed 280 knots. Line 527, maintain 300 knots or greater. And then upon pressure, maintain 10,000. Honolulu altimeter 2985.
Ready, 100 or greater, 10,000, pressure flying 559.
Slowing down, flaps 1.
United 7049 Center, call 3657.
Flaps 2.
Continue without fuel, 11 o'clock, about 20 on the line, northeast to southwest.
Unreal flexion 455. We got radar look going right now. So far, nothing. Over from Maui, but we can see the stuff over us by the 9.
I'll try to be fully configured by the time we get to Nebraska. Flaps 3.
Hold by, direct Maui now, flexion 45.
Full flaps. And for landing check, cabin notifications. Contact. Complete. Landing gear down, 3 green lights, spoilers, armed, flaps, full plan, full indicated, Mr.
I got
Bridge,
7,000 now, flexion 45.
altitude. With that set, I'm going to go ahead and switch us to heading mode. We're already going down to 1,600 feet.
141, body 265, vectors for speed. 265.541. And actually going to climb, maintain 15,000.
Go ahead and start turning our base leg.
United 455, be advised out, the line is moving east-northeast.
Alright, thank you.
United 749, radar contact over Drake, altitude.
18 miles set.
749, and out to the Kahului Airport, your direction west
it does
to the
look like
RNAV
there's
runway
a
20
gas
approach.
for the next 20 miles to the north of Maui. You could hit that one.
Echo Papa,
Otherwise, just east of Lanai, there's a large trail that starts from Kahului area and goes about 50 miles south, moderate to extreme precipitation as well.
Bridge side in,
Just
we're on
advise
the
what
visual
route you
runway.
want to take.
Hilo traffic, United 7844, left base runway 8. Hilo International.
0.541.
Alright.
Okay, 455, continue present heading on
Circling approach, so we can't go over 30 degrees bank
Sure thing, 5 to the right, flexion 45.
if needed until we're on final.
Last 807, contact Kona Tower 120.3.
pilot's coming off.
Heading right now, 210.
And I'm just going to keep our descent. Going down about 4 miles from the runway, should be at 1,200 feet above.
We got blue
Grounds were slightly high. Just take your distance from the runway and multiply it in nautical miles, multiply by 3. That's about your altitude. Should be above the ground. We have our radar out.
Alright, 119.3 will do. Flight shift
For a second, coming down at about 700 feet per minute here. And we're looking to roll out right.
Yeah, flight shift 455 with you, 26.4 descending 7,000, and we have weather NOTAMs for Lanai.
455, ATS center.
Roger.
Mr. Proge, heading altitude.
No.
There is some weather over the island of Molokai. The setting does bring you around it. I'd like to see you take a further turn to the south zone.
Alright, stand by. Stand by.
Okay, 28 back off.
541, begin descent, descend and maintain, flight level 200.
And go miss, we're a little bit high, so let's go Tuga.
And next we got 2, sliding 0.
That's right. Gear up.
9.5. Directory Golf Zulu, Kahului, altimeter 298.
Second line thrust, flaps 1.
CF flight shift 455 can go direct to Molokai.
Hilo International, United 7844 is going miss to make left traffic back around runway 8. Hilo International. Yep, so you can see we got just a little bit
maintain 10,000. Honolulu altimeter 298.5.
less there. And I'm just going to keep this at about 180 knots for now. There we go.
XLR confirmation Yankee, current at Kona, and information Oscar, current at Maui.
This would be a fun way to just kind of hand fly this approach. Back around. Right, so we're going to turn our crosswind. Off crosswind leg. Still have plenty of fuel. It's really good. Just was a little too high there on final and a little unstable too. We're getting to about 1,200 feet per minute descent. Don't want to be doing that sort of stuff when you're coming in a transport category aircraft. Alright.
557, resume
Go ahead and turn our downwind leg. Hilo International traffic, United 7844, left downwind runway 8, Hilo International. And turbine aircraft, usually your pattern altitude is going to be 1,500 feet above the pattern altitude, or above the airport elevation. That's the, yeah, I know in flying the piston aircraft used to be at 1,000 feet, but 1,500 in a turbine aircraft is recommended here in the United States. Let's go.
Section 455, fighting
So we're gonna
205
activate
for
approach
vectors for
phase. We'll just go ahead
traffic. Expect vectors for the
and
island.
slow down.
And then we'll expect vectors for the ILS flexion 45.
Cross locate,
Those two.
Quick question for 455.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're after we drop off, we're going to be heading to Kona. Is there a phone number we can contact, or can we reach on the ground?
Yeah, you can reach me on the ground at Kona on, or at Lanai, I'm sorry, on 119.3.
Thank you very much.
Go down. Up 3. Flaps. For landing check. Cabin notification complete. Let's do that again. Landing gear down. 3 green lights. Spoilers armed. Flaps full plan, full indicated. Missed approach, heading altitude set. For landing check complete. Alright, we'll try this again.
Mach 8.8, center upon correction, 18, 12.190.
100 above.
Mach 8.8, center.
Is that for?
8.8, center upon correction, 18, 12.190.
Minimum.
On site, landing. Give us just a little more room this time. You see there's rapidly rising terrain off to the right, so you don't want to drift too far that way. 1,000 missed approach heading, or missed approach altitude.
Signal 2 is advised when you are
And
able to
heading
proceed
set
to return.
1,000.
Let's jet 455, fly heading 175, and it's going to maintain 4,000.
This looks, we're still a little high, but this is better for reducing vertical speed and keep it to 500.
550 Center Climb, maintain level 250, home altimeter 286.
What's up?
United 1509, contact approach 118.3, home altimeter 296.
Landing check.
86 is set, 118.3, United. 1509.
Hilo International Traffic United 7844, clear runway 8, taxi to the terminal via
contact
Echo.
119.3.
HF Center, Roger. Just flying present heading vectors around weather.
Right, so after landing check, flaps up.
550, that vector
Spoilers
is for a
retractor
cell that's
landing and
over
strobe lights
Maui
off.
and south. But there is another area of
Transponder
moderate to extreme precipitation over
is on.
Molokai Island, and that extends
APU
to the northeast.
operating.
Advise if
After
we need
the
to
check,
deviate slightly around that one.
It's barely moving there. Speed this up a little bit. That must be going uphill. As I think some of the have some custom airports where you have to have the terrain functions on. You can't have the simulator level out the airport. For that simulator to work, so it kind of backfires in some of these other airports.
Stay altitude and position.
Yeah, we'll park down here to the left.
Falcon 0 Hotel X-ray, rear contact, after board, your flight 114 direct Istanbul, Bravo, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, Oscar,
Leads on.
remain in the Maggie 3, maintain level 410. Falcon 0 Hotel X-ray, reback, all correct.
Gate 7, that's where we're parking this evening. Let's turn on in there. Taxi light off so we don't blind everyone over here in the
Let's hit 455, 10 miles to 19 vortex.
Don't see anybody,
Turn
but
left.
we'll just imagine
Heading
we have
up
our marshal
060,
in there.
maintain 3000 till established on localizer, cleared ILS, runway 3 approach to Lanai Airport.
Oh, here we are. Set our parking brake. APU is operating. We have good electrics, so we'll go ahead and shut down 2, then 1. And let's fill our ACARs out here. Stand
just
by
send them back
1 second. Just gotta put this
And that's
in.
Golf Blue with our car. Special 455, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, report cancellation of IFR on this frequency or with flight service.
And we'll get
Hello,
our dome lights on. Start our beacons off. Here we go. Seatbelts off. Alright, get the crew O2 off. And park and check, park and brake, set. APU ground power. APU is operating for now. Engine master switch is off. Fuel flow is 0. The transponder standby emergency lights off. Beacon checked off. Fuel pumps off. Anti-ice off. ACARS in flight. ADIRS off. Parking check complete. Alright, let's open up the door and let the representative stay away from the brakes for a bit. They're still pretty hot. Still have the brake fan on. But here we are in Hilo. Thanks for riding along. A pleasure having you on board. And can't wait to have you on another flight here soon. Thanks for joining me on Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the VRFSimmer YouTube channel. Also on Instagram and Facebook. And if you guys have anything you'd like to see me do here on the stream, anything aviation related, love to try to help you out. But until then, VRFSimmer signing off. See you again in the air soon.